we're going to learn about informative writing. Does anyone know what informative writing is? What do you think informative writing is?
Informative writing is like you write, like you write papers, writing
About information, facts, and details. Good. What we're going to focus on is our essential question: what is informative writing? Okay. What informative writing is? Oh yeah, let me give you this. On this paper here, I want you to follow along with me, and I want you in the box that says introduction. When we're talking about the introduction, I want you guys to take notes. Okay? And I'm going to do it with you. I've got me a copy up on the board, and you just follow along with me. Okay? Informative writing is providing new knowledge, is defining, which is one of the words you said, explaining a process. An example of informative writing would be like an essay. Has anyone ever written an essay before? Did you explain information when you wrote that essay? So you've all experienced informative writing before. Good. What it's not an opinion. If I'm writing an essay in social studies and I say George Washington is my favorite president, would that be good for informative writing piece? Why? That's right, it has to be facts. Trying to persuade someone of an idea is also not a good thing to use informative writing. If me and Gary were talking, and his favorite president is Lincoln, and mine's George Washington, and I try to tell you George Washington is better because he is the first president of the United States, and he never told a lie. Is that a good thing to put in the informative writing piece? So that's my opinions, right? And not, well, actually, they work back. But you got it. A non-example of informative writing would be a class speech on why you should be the class president. Did any of you guys run for office? Did you get it? No, well, that's okay. But did you try to persuade others? Did you give speeches? You did. And when you gave them speeches, you wanted everybody to know why you were better, right? And that's your opinion, and that's why it's persuasive and not informative writing. Informative writing can be referred to as expository writing. Has anyone ever heard it called expository writing? Okay, that's another one of them. You know, we're all the time in math class talking about the math word. When we were talking about reciprocal, we said the math word for flip was reciprocal. You remember that? Mm-hmm. Well, this is just another form of the literature word for informative writing. So you could see it referred to as informative writing, or informative text, or expository writing, or expository text. Got it? Mm-hmm. Okay. The main purpose of informative writing is to inform. We earlier had Walter say that. We want to let people know the information when we write informative writing pieces. Okay? And this part here, this is where we're going to come on the next slide. Informative writing should include a beginning paragraph. Okay? And then the beginning paragraph is the most important. We'll get to that. Strong supporting details. Whenever you're informing people of stuff, you really want to have strong details so that your point is made, and so they learn, right? And then you're going to need a concluding paragraph, and we'll go over each individual one. And this part here, this is where we're going to write in our graphic organizers. Everyone got your pencils and everything? Awesome. The opening paragraph should be interesting to make the reader want to continue reading. It's also known as the hook. So my introduction box, what do you think I should write, Gary? What's the first thing we just said? Should be interesting. Does everyone agree? Okay, so I'm going to, and see, the best thing to do on a graphic organizer, you could, if you want to, you could write exactly what that says. But my suggestion would be put it in your own words. That way, whenever you read over again, it's the way you understand it best. So you can think about the way you think. And that should help you stick better that way. Does everyone understand that? So the way I'm going to write it, I'm just going to write should be interesting. just for my sake, if this was me in your guys' shoes writing this down, I would also write down that it's known as the hook because you'll see that a bunch. And you'll see it over all types of writing that you do, especially in informative writing. Everyone, when you get it, put your pencil down so I know you're ready. Okay, everyone. Alright. Should cover the main ideas of writing. Remember earlier we said that we wanted to inform people when we do informative writing, correct? Give them new ideas and stuff that you've learned. The reason you want to cover the main idea of writing in your introduction is because when I start reading, I want to know the point of reading and what is to come. If I'm writing an informative essay over George Washington, back to George Washington, would I write anything in the beginning about Abraham Lincoln? If it's just about George Washington? No. Correct. So we should only cover the main ideas and stay on topic in the very beginning, in the introduction. To get the reader's attention is very, very important in writing an informative piece. If I took a piece of paper right now and wrote you guys an informative paper, and I just sat up here and I said, today we are going to learn about this, blah, blah, blah. Would that be interesting? What if I come in here with an informative writing piece, I said, let me tell you what we're about to learn about. Did you know that you could do this? Would that be more interesting? Would you want to listen? That's one of our things, is to ask a question. Other ways to get the reader's attention would be define an important term, quote the author. Say if you're reading a book and you're writing what you learned from that book, quote what the author said, because usually if he said it, then it's really important. Do you agree? And then present a significant fact. If you come in and said, like we have this big bug over there, I don't know what kind of bug that is, but it's really big, and you poured out a fact about this huge bug, would you be interested to read more? It'd probably help if I knew what that bug was. Really big. Alright. The middle. Alright, this is where all the juicy stuff happens. All that stuff you just said in the beginning should be in this middle, but with more elaboration. Anyone? Do you know what that word means, elaboration? No? Okay, that means to expand on what you've already said. You know what expand means? Okay, good. So the middle, also known as the body, supports your main idea. Do you think it's important to support your main idea? Yeah, because it's your main idea. You want to have backup on it, right? Alright, the middle should contain a claim, elaboration, like I said, and evidence. That's what I'm going to put here. In my boxes, I'm going to put the three things that a middle should contain. Now, like I said before, if you want to put it in your own words, that would be great, okay? So I'm going to put that in three boxes. I put evidence in all caps. Do you think that's important?
Yes.
That's why I put it in all caps. Evidence, yes, exactly. Evidence is really important. You got that support your evidence, or your main idea, and show evidence. Yes, proof. Now, what I want you guys to do now is everyone think back about what we've already talked about. Former writing at the beginning, the introductory, and the middle. Now I need everyone to think real hard and tell me one thing that you've already learned right now by raising your hand. Okay? You learn what elaboration means. Can you tell me what it means?
It means to expand, like, you expand or something, or, line.
Okay, to expand on something. Expand what you've already written. Ian? Expository writing? Okay, what does expository writing mean? Everyone agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Or what's something we should have in the beginning of informative writing? other, and I want you to tell each other one thing you know about the middle of informative writing. Okay? Think about it. Everyone got what you want to say in your head? Alright, give it to each one, tell.
That the middle is in the third is the middle of the middle.
Okay, everyone got it? Everyone got it? What is, you get everything you need? Okay, good. And I forgot I was gonna do this. The middle, also known as body, supports your main idea. I'm gonna write that in one of these boxes here. So that's really important. Supports your main idea. Okay? The ending. The ending is usually the most difficult part. Because usually when you're writing, you think that you've already covered everything, and then you have a hard time coming up with something else to say. Has anyone ever had that problem before? Yeah, I definitely do. So the conclusion should be the best part of your writing. In the conclusion, most of the time readers get distracted while they're reading. I know it's bad to say that, but they do. And usually the conclusion is what they remember the most. So if that's what they're going to remember the most, do you think it should be the most important part? Yeah, I do too. We're going to actually use some mental details there. I'm going to say that it's the most important. Yeah.
Did your conclusion like connect to the beginning of the first paragraph?
It should. You guys hear that? Say it again out loud one more time for me.
Okay, the conclusion should connect to the first paragraph of
Alright, yes, it should support you. Connect to your main idea. Neil, you gonna say it? You go over next door, on my desk, where you see my notebook, bring me my notebook and then the social studies workbook on top of it. Okay? And while she's doing that, everyone got your details written in? Only the graph organizer?
Yes, sir.
I think we're gonna add more than just that to it. Let me add that. What did I say we were gonna add to the conclusion part in our box? What did you guys have now?
The most important.
The most important part. Alright. And do you think it's important that we write down? Alright. And now we put that as the most important part. And we're going to write that it's usually the part that the reader remembers the most. You guys think that's important enough to remember? That way you can reference back when you look at this, you're going to always remember it's the most important part. So I'm going to add that in mine. I was thinking all those things. Alright. Now, what I want you guys to do now, just like we did before, I want you to think back over all of that. The beginning, the middle, and the end. Okay? Here's the beginning. Here's the middle. Here's the end. Here's the beginning and middle, and here's the end. Get your facts in your head, everything you learned, okay? When you got what you know in your head, just know. Just over your topic. Just over the beginning. And you for the beginning and middle. Got it? Alright. Check. make sure you keep up with this draft organizer now, the one we did before, so you can use it if you need it, okay? Alright, I'm gonna read something to you. And this is awesome because you guys are getting a head start because we're starting this later today. So you'll be ahead of the game. That's exciting, huh? Alright. The Panama Canal. After gaining new territory in the Spanish-American War, America saw the need for a passageway through Central America. President Theodore Roosevelt believed that a canal linking the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean could help American military and economic interests. In 1882, a French company had started to build a canal in Central America. The project stopped because many men died from diseases, including yellow fever and malaria. In 1904, the United States purchased a 10-mile wide strip of land from Panama for the canal. This area became known as the Canal Zone. The U.S. knew that the canal could not be built without overcoming the disease problem. When construction started, thousands of workers became ill every year. Doctors had learned that mosquitoes carried yellow fever and malaria, so they set up ways to combat this problem. Workers were told to drain swamps, cover water supplies, and fence the nets, and put in new sewers. The number of sick workers dropped dramatically by the time the Panama Canal opened in 1914. Once the canal was built, the United States had clear access to world trade. The U.S. Navy also had clear sailing to defend U.S. interests all over the world. Okay? And for this, because this is information, right? So if I was going to write over this, could I write an informative writing piece over this? Yeah, because I'm doing it information. There, can you guys see that? Yeah. This, now, back to the same draft organizer, the one I just gave you a blank sheet. I want you to write in the introduction box what gets your attention in the introduction. So, first of all, is my introduction down here?
No.
So, you think this is going to be my introduction? I'm going to read it to you. I want you to tell me, I want you to give me a thumbs up if you think it's a good introduction, okay? Doesn't everyone appreciate shortcuts? A shortcut can save a traveler a lot of time by providing a shorter route to the place they want to go. I'm going to tell you about shortcuts I have learned about the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal is a shortcut between the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean that took many years to build and was an important accomplishment of the United States. Is that a good introduction? It's okay? Okay, well, you know what? Whenever you do this, I want you to go me a better one, alright? I asked a question at the beginning. Is that a good thing you should do whenever you're writing an introduction? Yeah. Alright, so actually what I want you to do in that introduction book, I want you to write that question down. And what I'm going to do is I'll print a copy of this for each of you, and you'll attach it to your graphic organizer. That way you can have it as another reference. Whenever you want to see how to start an introduction, you can see what you wrote and then get it on paper. Okay? Everyone got it? Alright, the next part, what do we need next for a good informative piece?
The middle.
The middle, and should it be full of nonsense?
No.
What should it be full of? Facts.
Details.
And details. So I'm going to read my bodies to you guys, but I'm going to take it piece by piece, okay? Before the Panama Canal was built, a ship had to travel all the way around South America to get from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. Explorers had searched for years to find a shortcut, but could never find one. The Panama Canal is a man-made passage across the country of Panama from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. This cut off 7,000 miles from the journey between the two oceans. Were there facts in there? Okay, so what I want you to do now is support what we talked about in our introduction. Yeah? Thanks, Miss D. So I want you to write 1 point from that paragraph I just read in the box that says 1 point. So whenever you look back at this, you can see that you wrote a detail for that. 1 detail from that paragraph I just read. what is it really important that you include again?
Keep it.
And should they be true?
Yeah, there's facts.
They got to be facts. And I'm going to read the next paragraph. In 1882, a company from France started building a canal in Central America, but could not finish the project. The U.S. decided to finish the canal and purchase a 10-mile wide strip of land from Panama. Next, the workers began to build the canal. The canal took 12 years to build. Workers were dying from malaria, yellow fever. Once doctors discovered mosquitoes carried these diseases, the workers had to drain swamps, cover work supplies, and tents with nets, and put in new sewers. The Panama Canal finally opened in 1914. Were them facts? Details, good details?
Yes.
They inform you of something?
Yes.
Alright, well, write one of them down in that second box. You guys just keep thinking about this and keep in your head what the main parts of informative writing are. We're leaving up to you guys doing paper like this. It's always good to know ahead of time, right? Be prepared. Okay, I'm going to read this next paragraph to you. The Panama Canal was an important accomplishment of the United States. According to the textbook, Theodore Roosevelt called the project his most important action during the time he was president. The canal allowed U.S. merchants easy access to world trade. It gave U.S. Navy clear sailing to protect U.S. interests around the world. Okay. Facts or not? Now, every bit of that I just read to you, where did I get that information from? From this book. Yep. So I pulled facts from a book, and then I wrote about them. Did I add any opinions in there?
No.
Why did I not add opinions? Exactly. It's not opinion writing, it's informative writing. It's got to be facts. Get your detail from this last one before we move on. You guys have a strong body?
Yes.
A lot of details and facts?
Yes.
Did it support what we started off writing?
Yes.
And I'll leave this chart up whenever we move on to the next part. Okay. Now this last part. What's the last part of informative writing to be called?
Conclusion.
Conclusion. Although it took many years to build and the workers faced many challenges, the Panama Canal changed travel for merchants and military, not only for the U.S., but for the world. Without a doubt, this was one of the most important projects of the 1900s. Good conclusion? The most important part of that, did it support the beginning and your body?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So what I want you to do now is start thinking. We got something for you to do. Start thinking about all of this we just learned. And before I do that, did anyone answer my UQ for me? Does everyone have an answer for that? If you do, raise your hand. If you can answer, what is informative writing? Okay. Get three hands. If you can tell me what informative writing is. Okay. Alright, I want you to hold that in your head, okay? What we're about to do is, let me see if you can tell me what you know. First thing I want you to do is put your name at the top and the date. Make sure you put your date first. I need that. And answer the prompt inside of the ticket, and you can come hand it to me whenever you're